you guys haven't been here before, my name is Chef Steve. I'm a charity-based food and drink streamer. We have a charity stream team called Good Cause Crusaders, and we've raised over $260,000 in 2 years in this little tiny community that could. You don't have to be a streamer to be a part of our team. Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! So yeah, we're making a strawberry jam to go with our peanut butter and jelly cream puffs. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quarter them like this because they're going to cook down anyway. So I'm not too worried. Look, we loaded that. God. Dude. Dude. I think this might be the most epic ice cream that we're ever going to do. All right, so there's our strawberries. Let's grab some sugar because we're making a jam. We're probably going to do about a half a cup, maybe a little more. We want this to thicken up pretty nice. All right, and then we're going to add, I don't know, maybe like a tablespoon of Texas stock, basically water. And let's get this on the burner. We're going to cook this at like medium high to high. And we're just going to keep stirring it until it forms a nice thick jam. It should break down enough, but I kind of want it chunky anyway. But it'll continue to break down as it cooks, so let me show you. Putting some Crème-Delish in here would be good too. Like a Crème-Delish strawberry jam. What doesn't Crème-Delish go in? I know it will be good. I just dunked it in Bucky's base. What doesn't Crème-Delish go in? This is something that deserves to be in every household next to the flour. You can use it in so many different ways. Mix it with milk and everything that calls for milk, or just leave it as a powder and anything that takes a flour. It is ridiculously good. But also, yeah, peanut butter and jelly cream puffs. So we've already made the strawberry jelly, just finished. We're letting this cool down. Actually, I need to mash it up a little bit too. All we did for this was like 4 cups of sliced strawberries, half a cup of sugar, and a little bit of Texas stock, water. And we cooked it down so it got nice and thick like this. All right, so now we have our strawberry jelly. And once this is cool, we're going to put this in our cream filling for the puffs. So let's make the puff. Let's make the puff dough. So if you guys have never made cream puff dough, it's a little weird. Kind of. We're going to be heating it up in a pan. We're going to heat up the flour and the sugar and stuff. And then we're going to add the eggs at the end once it kind of cools down a little bit. And we're going to make this dough, essentially. And what we'll do is we'll take like maybe a quarter cup's worth or whatever and plop them onto a sheet pan after they cool a little bit and bake them off. And then once they come out of the oven, you always want to slice a puff dough so that steam can escape. So we'll give them a little slice in the middle, let that steam come out, let them cool down. We'll cut the top off, dunk it in the peanut butter glaze, pipe that strawberry cream in there and slam the top back on it and destroy it. All right, so for this dough, the puff dough, we're gonna use a half a cup of butter. So half a cup of butter, and then we'll do some water. So we gotta add some salt. You always wanna add some salt to this. Got that diamond crystal. A little squeezy of salt. Let's do 1 cup of water. And basically what we're doing is we're gonna be melting down this butter and salt with water, and we'll end up stirring in flour to this to make the base for the dough. And then once the flour is incorporated with the butter and the water, we'll stir in 1 egg at a time. I already pulled my eggs at the beginning of stream. I'm gonna put about 4 eggs in here. So these are room temperature eggs, which is what you want for this kind of dough. You don't want to use a cold egg because it will really seize up the dough. And this will be our puff dough. And then once it cools down, we'll get it on a sheet tray and we'll bake it off. I'm probably gonna also we'll do a little egg wash on top of them as well. So I'm gonna get my oven on warm for now, and we'll probably bake them at about 400 degrees. Probably do about 400 degrees. So okay, so let's do. We need a whisk to make cream puff dough. A cup of flour. All right, so we're just gonna add the whole cup at one time. You don't need to be careful how you add it. And now we're gonna turn off the heat for a second. Actually, we're gonna turn it on really low because you do want to cook this for a few minutes. So you want to cook that flour flavor out of this. You don't want your cream puff dough to have that flour flavor. You want this like a nice smooth texture, especially once we start adding our eggs. Basically, we just made like one big roux. And it can't be too hot once we start to add the eggs because the eggs are scrambled. So that's why we're going to wait around 3 or 4 minutes. So one egg at a time. You want to let your dough kind of cool down enough to where it doesn't scramble the eggs. And you want to completely make sure it's mixed. It's going to get all shiny, soft, smooth, silky. But yeah, this is looking perfect. It's nice and glossy, smooth. Now we can do it over here. Perfect. It almost looks like mashed potatoes. All right, so we're gonna use a 1/4 cup as like a reference, I guess. I almost think I want to use a 1/3 cup. Let's do a 1/3 cup because it's a little bigger. I want a bigger cream puff. All right, so remember, these are going to puff up, so we definitely want to leave some space. I'll probably only be able to get 4 on here, maybe. We're making peanut butter and jelly cream puffs right now. We've already made Buc-ee's and Crème-Delish ice cream out of Buc-ee's beaver nuggets and Crème-Delish culinary powder. You can get this at Buc-ee's and you can get this online, getcremedelish.com. But yeah, so we made ice cream out of these two, which is a vanilla cinnamon amazing culinary powder and my favorite thing ever at Buc-ee's, beaver nuggets. Actually, we'll just put 3 on this sheet tray because I got that other sheet tray and we're running out of filling anyway. So the idea here is we made a strawberry jelly. Look how thick that is. We did about 4 cups of sliced strawberries, half a cup of sugar, and like a tablespoon or 2 of water. And just cooked it down and mashed them all up once they got soft. Now, as far as the cream puff dough, probably one of the easiest ever things to do. It's literally a half a cup of butter, which is like 1 stick, 1 cup of water, and a little bit of salt. And you boil that. And then once that comes up to a boil, you add in 1 cup of flour, let that cool down a little bit, and then you whisk in 4 eggs. And that's it, cream puffs. I'm gonna get the oven to 400. We've already had it warming. I guess the trick to cream puff dough, though, is after they bake, you're going to want to slice a little slice down the middle of the cream puff to let some of the steam escape. Sometimes people don't do that, and their cream puffs don't turn out right because they don't allow the steam to escape from the dough itself. But you want it nice and shiny like this. It's like super shiny. It's perfect. It's glossy looking, and I'm using a 1/3 cup to kind of like give us a judgment on our puffs. You know, you can make a big puff, make them little. We're going 1/3 cup. I'm gonna do a egg yolk and milk mixture, and we're gonna paintbrush it with our cool new brushes on top. It's not needed in the ice cream. The ice cream's already great. I'm going to use it for the cream filling for these puffs. Okay, so peanut butter topping. Let's grab our cream cheese. Okay, so there is the cream cheese. Let's grab some peanut butter. I say let's do like a 1/2 cup. I don't know. Seems like it could be a good amount here. And then we're just going to stir in some powdered sugar. And then we're going to use some milk. And the milk is what it's going to do is it's going to get us to the consistency that we want, so we can make it as thin or as thick as we want it to be. Since we're doing a drizzle, we're obviously going to want it probably a little bit thinner. Which this is a vanilla cinnamon culinary powder. You can get this online, get Crème-Delish.com. Amazing. Okay. So we got vanilla, peanut butter, and cream cheese in here. We got homemade strawberry jam, Crème-Delish, and cream cheese in here. So let's grab some powdered sugar. I'm thinking we'll probably do like maybe a cup. And then let's grab some milk, because the milk is what's going to make it the consistency that we want. And you kind of get the powdered sugar mixed a little bit first so it's not flying all out of the bowl. Get it mixed with the peanut butter and the cream cheese and the vanilla. All right, so peanut butter glaze, I guess we'll call it, is done. So now we have our homemade strawberry jam, our cream cheese. We got Crème-Delish. Let's put more powdered sugar in here and kind of do the same thing. Add some milk. Add some milk to make it to the consistency that we want. Probably just going to use the rest of this powdered sugar because why not? It didn't even equal a whole cup if I had to guess. More like maybe a 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup. Gonna add some air into this basically. Honestly, I kind of like the consistency where it is. Like, I'm not even gonna put any milk in here. The only reason I was gonna use milk is if it got too thick with that powdered sugar. But it's nice. It'd go inside of that cream puff pretty good. It's not running down my finger. Oh man. Holy shnikes. Dude, that Crème-Delish just set that off. It has that like crazy strawberry tang creaminess, and then when you swallow, it has that vanilla cinnamon. Man. That's golden. I think this would be really cool if we cooled this down. Let's fill these Puffy Puffs. These things are magical. Look at that. Look at the crannies and the nooks. I have these cream puffs in front of me that I've been dying to put in my face. Look at the top of this thing. Okay? So we made a strawberry jelly cream filling. So we took fresh strawberries, cooked them down with some sugar, added cream cheese, added powdered sugar. And this is hardly good. You guys probably wouldn't like it. We made a peanut butter glaze, which is over here, out of peanut butter, cream cheese, powdered sugar, and milk. It's not going to get all over your face, your hands, your shirt. Promise. Plus, you guys probably wouldn't like it. So I'll go ahead and eat these. You know, I'll take one for the team. All right. I'll take one for the team. God, this is ridiculously... Dude, the peanut butter amazingness. Homemade strawberry, like, cream filling. It is everything that I expected it to be. It's so good.